Hi, everyone. My name is Amy. I am your hidden consumers expert, and we're going to talk a little bit more about food and some ingredients and what's coming up and all the good stuff. So let's get started. I have a busy day, and I'm like, why did I schedule this today? Because it's Friday. Why not? So for those of you who don't know, I have Hidden Consumers has spent a lot of time working in the marketing world, marketing strategy, digital foundations. But next month, we'll be launching All Out Food Coaching because of the book, The Hidden Consumer, uncovering the buying or the power of health conscious buyers. It took me a second. Oh my goodness. So we're going to be focused on how do we work with just coaching people. How can I help you understand how ingredients are made? How do we decode ingredient labels? A big part of being able to make better choices comes down to our understanding of how food is made and what's actually in our products. So part of that is, and this is kind of going to switch, I think, off of what I had talked about earlier, but I was just got off a call and we were talking about um, someone was like, it's talking about their products and how it has to be amazing products. They're good for you because they say clean, they say they're natural, they say they're vegan. Unfortunately, none of those terms are actually legally binding in any way. This means a marketing team who isn't ethical can create and say and just throw clean, natural, vegan really on any product they want. For vegan, there are independent certification companies, so you do want to flip around, make sure you've got the V. But clean and natural, they're very wishy-washy terms to use in marketing unless you as a consumer are really clear in your head of what you believe a clean or a natural product is. Reality is all the ingredients that are made that are in our ultra processed foods and processed foods are originally created with one natural ingredient, and then everything else is chemically accurate. What that means for you as a consumer is that someone can claim to be clean, they can even claim to be natural, and yet everything comes from a lab. There's no actual ingredient that is natural. You're not going to find, say, um, avocado oil or sunflower oil or anything natural, or beets. Beets are a really great source of red color. So if you don't see those types of ingredients, do you classify it as clean or natural? What is your thought process? What does clean mean to you? What does natural mean to you? And you have to put yourself into that mindset when you read the back of the label. And that's unfortunate, but we can't trust marketing people to do what they need to do to be honest or ethical in marketing. That's why not as many people work with me, because I'm honest and I'm ethical. So, what is it you need to do as a consumer? Think about, what does clean mean? So, start with the basics. If something is clean, how many ingredients should it have? There's multiple cosmetic products that claim to be clean, but one product could have 6 pages of ingredients. Is that clean to you? Right? So think about that. If something claims to be natural, but all the ingredients are in scientific terms, is that a natural product to you? When you think about what you expect to buy when you buy a natural product or a clean product, what is it specifically you think should be on that label? And that's where you start with understanding what's being marketed versus what is out there. The other side, the marketing teams who are doing this should be creating outlines. They should have a statement that says, when we use the term clean, this is what it means to us. If they're not, it literally is just a marketing term to get you to buy the product. And that doesn't mean that they're actually maintaining any standard of clean. Same goes with the word natural. So be really cognizant of those things. Um, if you're like, "Oh, I really wanna buy this product though," check it out, look it up. Go to their website. What does clean look for clean? What is their definition of clean? What is their definition of natural? A lot of times we get sucked into buying something just because of the advertising, the packaging, and not because it's actually going to do anything for us, and that's okay. I call those splurges. We we like to just indulge, right? Occasionally when we can, and that might be a fun way to indulge occasionally. But reality is, I mean, if you take any chocolate cookie on the market that you can buy in any grocery store, well known, popular names, there's no actual natural chocolate in any of those. American products don't actually have natural chocolate, so think about that too. um, I'll be giving out some lists down the road of like actual true chocolate products, but anything you can buy at a grocery store isn't true chocolate. Um, there's a lot of brands that claim, again, you're going to find them in the health food stores. There's not a single chocolate bar I can buy at Sprouts. Yep, not a single one. None of them truly are. I mean, some of them get close to what my definition of natural or clean are, but none of them actually match it. I do like the fact that there's organic and fair trade there. That does have a lot of impact because that means they're paying the farmers appropriately. You know, they're not using slavery like, the coffee industry. So those are things that are really important. So think about those definitions. Think about what those mean to you and starting to understand what's on the back of an ingredient package. Now, this conversation could go so much deeper. I would love to hear more feedback. So I'm going to be adding this conversation into one of my What's on Your Table webinars. That series will be launching January 15th of 2026. The website is almost ready to go, so I will be hopefully launching all that information over the next week as I get things finalized and set up. I'm really going through and looking for more. I don't like the 11 episodes I have set for it already for those Zoom classes. So I'm tweaking a few. I feel there's so much we could dig deeper into that I'm going to go topic by topic. So some of the topics that we'll have in our What's on Your Table webinar series is the first one, decoding ingredients and labels. We're going to highlight a lot of these, and then we will and talk about like clean and talk about really getting people's idea, fleshing out what does clean and natural mean to you, as well as other marketing terms. Also, we're going to look at how to verify that what they're saying is true. So we'll go through all that. That's all part of the decoding class. But the next 10 classes are going to focus on things like perimenopause, menopause, chronic health is going to be one. Clean, healthy, and vegan marketing terminology. What does it mean to you? We're going to focus on what are really good, healthy snacks. My philosophy is we can't always afford to eat a fully balanced diet. That's just not the America we live in. So my goal is to give you the education to understand what goes into making an ingredient so that you can decide when you can substitute something different for something you eat on a regular basis. It's really about if you have the education, it gives you the power to make better decisions for your health. And that's what I want to do. I want to give you your power back when it comes to food and eating healthy. So some of these other classes, though, are going to go beyond that because the ingredients in our food are also used in all the products, all the medications, and everything around us. So now some of those other things coming up, I'll have a class on skincare and body care. There'll be a class on cosmetics. We're going to talk, what were some of the other ones? I think that's where I am. That's why I'm still working on the website, right? So those are some of like the high level. I want to cover a lot of these bigger topics that you come in with really specific questions. Bring in, what do you use? Tell us. Let's talk it out. I bet more people have the same question you do, are curious. There are a lot of products from cosmetics to skincare to just food, vitamins, minerals that claim they're better for you. Reality is many of them just aren't, and they use ingredients that create such symptoms in most people that you have to upgrade to the next product, or you have to look for the solution to fix the problem that the other product created, right? It's just like just like medicine. You go in for one pill, and that pill creates more issues, and then you have to add more pills to help the other issues, to help the other issues, to help the other issues. But at the end of the day, we still haven't fixed the issue. That's how our food system is set up. So our food is causing one problem, our skincare, our cosmetics, everything is causing one problem. And instead of eliminating the problem, we're just adding on top of it with fixes that just mask a problem and create more problems. So at the end of the day, my goal with everything I'm launching and doing over the next within the next few weeks is to really help you get your power back. It's your bottom dollar. It's your health at stake. Let's give you the power to make the best decision you can based on where you're at in your life. And that's what my whole mission really comes down to. Making grocery shopping safe for everyone means everyone understands the marketing tricks, but also how things are created so you can make your best decision. Okay. I'm going to get off my soapbox. It's my favorite place to be, but it's time to let you all have your mornings. Enjoy your weekend. Halloween is just around the corner. I will not be going live next Friday because it is Halloween and I don't want to scare people with my costume. So there you go. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. And I hope to see you to discuss what's on your table.